number 11, Kevin Neville. At forward for Long England, 6'6" senior, number 12, Ivan Vito. From Klein, Virginia, guard, 6'2" junior, number 20, Alan King. And 6'5" junior, from Vancouver, Washington, number 23, Colin Brewer. And here's the Bulldogs, Pat Jackson.
Hey, good evening and welcome here to the campus of Montana Tech as we get basketball rolling here as the Dogs of Montana Western taking on the Eagles out of Northwest. And thanks for joining us here on a Saturday afternoon, getting our equipment set up and game rolling here. As rolling that one in is the big man here for the Eagles as Thomas gets it in. Tay Aubrey Thomas, 6'8" junior out of Los Angeles. Dogs leading 7-4 here early on. And Thomas played well last night in their game. I don't remember what his finishing minutes were. It felt like I would say he probably had 6-7 minutes in the first half. Probably in that same vicinity in the second half. That game against Montana Tech, Tech really kept the pressure high, ran the floor hard. Good outlet down the floor, near side. Potter in the corner. Potter throws it back. There's no one home. So over and back will be called. And Western will get possession as the Dogs leading 7-5. Western fell to Jamestown in action yesterday at 5 o'clock. And Northwest fell to Montana Tech. The inbound underneath. Shot won't go underneath that time for Adito. Far left wing, three-point shot is up and in. Big time shot there by Trent Williams, the junior. And the Eagles grab a 1-point lead. Down the floor, Kane. So Alan Kane, a junior out of Virginia. Kane down the left side of the paint, puts on the brakes on the baseline, turns, fires, no good. Gets his own rebound somehow in traffic, now gets tipped over. And the Eagles will go the other way. Eagles into the offensive side, leading by 1. Bounce pass, fighting, shot goes up, no good, defensive rebound. Good defense on the inside as Grueller comes out with it. Outlet pass down the floor to Kane. Kane gets the basket. Both teams have expressed to the officials that they have been fouled, so they're kind of letting them go here in the early minutes. We'll see. Good hands by Kane. Kane's quickness now turned over the other way. With the steal is going to be Williams. Trent Williams to the rack, puts it up and gets it. Eagles leading by 1. Into the offensive side. They'll throw it into the high post. Adeo has it. Adeo fakes the pass, makes the move, hits the front of the iron, and we're going to whistle and a foul. Thomas will get the foul. So Thomas picks up his first personal. And that will put Adeo at the line. Abi Adeo, the senior out of London, had a great season last year for Western. Certainly has high hopes for the season ahead. He and Stepney certainly are a tremendous 1-2 punch, and you factor in Kane and Kevin Bethel and others, this Western team certainly does have some deep talent. 15:02 left to play here in the first half. Substitution for the Eagles as Jaron Hansen will come in. Also, Dominic Wilson will check in. Dogs by 1. Going to get full court pressure here. Looks like 1-2-2 full court pressure. Try and get the trap set near midcourt. Here it comes. Bounce pass to the left wing. Near side. Western man-to-man currently. Near side it goes to Wilson. Wilson drives the lane, puts it up, shot rolls out, rebound Western. Back the other way, Stepney. Stepney drops it off, top of the key. Three-point shot is on the way. Good, big-time stroke, top of the key. As Kyle Grueller knocks it down, the 6'5" junior. I thought he played really well last night. Dogs by 4. Around a screen. Good bounce pass, driving to the baseline, shot blocked out of bounds, Western ball. Good defense by Ankney. Good presence underneath the basket that time to knock that one through and out. And Western will bring her the other way. Clarence Martin, the junior out of San Diego, will bring her down the floor. He'll bring it into Bethel and Bethel across the timeline. Eagles man-to-man as well. To the wing, Bethel. Bethel. Stepney comes up, he'll fire. Shot no good, but he's going to go to the line and shoot three. So Stepney starting this contest tonight. He did not start the game yesterday. He did start the second half yesterday. And Stepney, senior out of Seattle, via Shoreline Community College. And to the foul line he goes. Dogs leading 14-10. Looking to extend that lead here. Stepney's first is good. So Stepney will shoot a couple more here. Fouled shooting that three-point shot. About 6 minutes gone here in the first half. As Stepney takes a look, puts it up, and gets it. Stepney's third, money. Dogs up 17-10. And Northwest the other way. Through the press, Williams moves it back into the hands of Whalen. Thus far, the Eagles haven't had problems with the press. We'll see if Western stays in it or amps up the pressure. Whalen from the foul line comes up short. Offensive rebound, second attempt is up and in. Big offensive board by Hagen. And Hagen will get his first basket. Dogs leading by 5 as they come the other way. Western 4 wide. Again, thanks for joining us. Busy day in Southwest Montana. Obviously, Western Bulldogs taking down Carroll College earlier today. Montana Tech got a win over Northern here. That's why we were scrambling to get everything over here and get some food in my gullet. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor. 17-12 is our score. The Dogs up over the Eagles. Again, thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision as we make our way through it. We'll take a quick timeout. We're back after this. Back after the horn here as the Dogs up 17-12. Just underway here in the first half. Montana Tech's men will take on Jamestown University at 7 o'clock this evening. Good pressure applied defensively here by Western. Real stiff man-to-man currently as they go into the high post. Double team down on the block. It goes off the glass. No. Defensive rebound by Martin. Clarence Martin moves it across to Kane. Kane down the floor on the right wing. Kane. Step back. He'll feed it down inside to Ankney. Ankney hands it off to Berkeley. Near side it comes to Martin. 4 wide. Martin's going to drive baseline. Wraparound pass in the corner, back up top. Kane fires, no good. And it's rebounded by the Eagles. Caleb Whalen with it. Bear with me, I have the hiccups. Whalen on the three-point line, drifting left. He'll back up, call out the offense. Left side to Williams. Williams around a screen into the high post. Pull-up jumper is short. Rebound Western the other way. They lead by 5 as they'll bring it back into the offensive zone and set up. Pass comes here on the near side. Three-point shot is on the way. Front of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound goes back out on the edge to Martin. Martin drives into triple coverage, and he knocks it off the glass and in. Great take by Clarence Martin. The junior ran into a sea of gray jerseys. Good spin move. Pass to the wing, now up top. Wide open three is on the way. Front of the rim, no. Rebound tipped out and controlled by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs, chance to add to their lead. Kane with a great scoop shot the other way. Dogs up 21-12. They jumped up to a nice lead early, and then, the Eagles kind of reeled them in a little bit, but the Eagles have been unable to get anything through the bottom of the net here the last several trips. Stepney goes up for the rebound. Try and make it double digits here. Pass in the corner, spinning, baseline take, pass into the paint. Great tip to himself and slamming it home is Jacob Ankney. That's a great play. He tipped it up to himself and then just slammed it home. Both teams getting ready for a significant line changes, it looks like here. Down the floor with the left hand into the paint. Stop, spin by Wilson. Up top, three-point shot, no good. Boy, the Eagles have been over here their last several trips down the floor. Kane will look to add to that lead. He'll attack with the left hand and rolls it in again. Boy, both teams continue to look to eyeball the officials. And it looks like the Eagles going to call a timeout here. But both teams continue to kind of look at the officials wanting calls. And neither team getting what they want as of right now. We have 2 team fouls on each side of the coin. The Dogs leading 25-12 over the Eagles out of Northwest University. Again, this is the early game today. The 7 o'clock game tomorrow will be 7 o'clock game tonight, is Montana Tech and Jamestown. Jamestown got the win over the Montana Western Bulldogs, and Montana Tech took down Northwest. So they will play at 7 o'clock this evening. And then next week, another extremely busy weekend here in the Mining City. As football, actually it starts on Thursdays, the Montana Tech ladies basketball team in action. The Montana Tech men's basketball team hosting another tournament on Friday and Saturday. The football team hosting Carroll College on Saturday afternoon. As they only had 4 guys on the floor, did the Bulldogs. Now we're underway. Eagles, near side it goes, Mugosa. Eagles pass out on the left wing to Fick. Fick lost the handle on it for a moment. He's able to get it across to Thomas. Thomas hands it off to Potter. Potter, a little switch dribble into the high post, looked to pick and roll. Nice pass into Thomas, double team. Shot clock at 2. Thomas leans too much on it. Defensive rebound, Western. Kyle Gruler comes out with it. He'll get it off to Kane, and down the other way we come. Kane up toward the top of the horn, dribbling right. 9:40 left to play here in the first half. Pass into the high post. Comes back out on the left wing to Martin. Martin gets behind the defender. Nice pass in the paint. It's up and in that time by Abi Adebo. So Adeo gets the basket down. The Dogs go up by 15. High screen. The Eagles have been stuck on 12 for a while. Potter looking for the inlet. Gets it down on the interior. As he goes to Zapata. Zapata, good pass inside, and the finish by Thomas. Thomas gets the pass and the points. Dogs leading by 13. Across the timeline, Western. That's the first basket for the Eagles in a while, and they need a few more. Adeo leaves it off. Three-point shot is up and in for Kyle Gruler. Gruler shot the ball incredibly well last night as well. Three-point shot the other way. Back of the iron, no. Potter gets a huge offensive rebound. Tremendous athleticism. Screen over on the edge. He'll send him in motion. Fick with the right hand up toward the top of the horn. Passes across right side, Mugosa. Now to Potter. Shot clock down to 5. They'll lob it down to the block. Pump fake once. Off the glass, no. Thomas gets the offensive glass, and he'll be fouled. So Thomas is going to be fouled. I don't think a shooting foul. That will not be the case. 8:10 left to play here in this first half. The Dogs leading 30-14. And the Eagles looking to bring it in. Pass out on the left side. Underneath, nice shot. Spinning move won't go. Boy, again, the Eagles really having a tough time getting anything through the bottom of the net right now, as they are shooting 23% from the floor. Western at 58%. Offensive rebound, second, no good. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul on the baseline. So as of right now, Alan Kane, 8 points for Western. And they'll stack up the key, and going to the foul line is going to be Coulter Merritt. Merritt, a junior out of Wyoming. Merritt, a chance for his first point here tonight. So Merritt at the stripe. Free throw is up off the front of the rim, no good. So Merritt back at the line. Dogs leading 30-14. And the shooting percentage right now is the big issue. Western shooting percentage up over 50% thus far. Eagles down in the 20% range. Trying to get that change. Good ball movement into the corner. Three-point shot is up and short. Defensive rebound by the Bulldogs. The other way comes Martin. Martin behind the back, top of the horn, leaves it back out. Sends him in motion. Kane in the corner. Dribbling out. Three-point shot, Grueller, short. That one's tipped out. Another offensive rebound inside by Ankney. And it comes up to Alan Kane. 7 minutes, 7 seconds remaining here in this first half. Baseline runner, big jam by Kyle Grueller. Yeah, I've been very impressed by Grueller here between yesterday and today. I think he is an outstanding asset for the Bulldogs. Right side, Potter. Potter moves it up top. Backdoor cut, tried to get it with one hand. The Dogs up 33-14. 6:43 left to play here in the first half. We have a timeout on the floor, so ladies and gentlemen, we'll take one. We're back in just a bit.
Hi, I'm Dr. Christopher Stanger, and my specialty is adult hip and knee reconstructive surgery. I chose this specialty because it helps patients achieve their maximum functioning potential here in Butte, Montana. I'd like to ask the patient how their problem is impacting them, what their desires are, so that they can return back to their levels of activity. I can help patients achieve their maximum functioning potentials and, in turn, help them with their pain.
So we get the horn. We're back into action here after the timeout. Dogs up 33-14. Western shooting 55% from the floor, 38% from downtown. Northwest is at 21% from the floor and 14% from downtown. They're 1 of 7 from the arc. Top of the horn, going left Driving, nice wraparound pass underneath, gets into the hands of Ankney, and Ankney finishes. Western's offense clicking right now. Really, they feel like they know where everyone is at. We're going to get a whistle here on the near side. Sorry, I didn't even hear it. And a whistle and a foul. Didn't hear it at all. Coulter Merritts, I believe, will be picking up the foul. Eagles will inbound. Pass out on the right wing to Whalen. Whalen going up toward the top. Goes right, feeds it down on the interior. Shot clock down to 9. Spinning in traffic. Stutter step, goes up with the left hand and gets it. Zapater gets it with the left hand. I'm honestly kind of surprised he didn't get a travel call. Looked like the feet got moving there as he turned to his left. Driving, Stepney will go to the ground hard. So Stepney down. 5:45 left to play here in this first half. Stepney gets up, and it looks like he'll get rolling here a little bit. Again, thanks for joining us here on a Saturday afternoon. The Bulldogs taking on Northwest. Bulldogs of the Frontier Conference, Northwest over to the Cascade. It's incredible to think that I've always viewed the Cascade as a monster conference. It's crazy to think that the Frontier is going to be rivaling it in size here in the next year. And Stepney at the line. Jalen Stepney, the 6'3" senior. One of those guys that if he gets hot, watch out. I mean, he has just had some monster games for the Bulldogs. Full court pressure. Staying in that 1-2-2 trap coming. Nice pass down to the corner. Eagles really haven't had any problem with the trap thus far. Underneath, Thomas puts up the shot and draws the foul, as that's going to go on Ankney. So Ankney will pick up the personal. And Thomas will go to the line. Tay Aubrey Thomas, a 6'8" junior. He is an absolute force in the paint. A 20-point lead for the Dogs. Eagles just have been unable to get it through the bottom of the net. Thomas. He'll get the ball for his second. It's on its way, back of the rim, no good. 0-2 from the foul line that time through, and again, Eagles just can't buy points right now. Goes up top to Ankney. Ankney gets it off to Bethel. Bethel drives. Scoop shot to the rack. High off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, second attempt, no good, and the Eagles come out with it. They'll push the pace into the offensive zone. Going to take it all the way to the rack. Pass to Thomas. Thomas goes up. Whistle and a foul. Good pass. Thomas in tremendous hands by Thomas. Not expecting that pass to come his way. And honestly surprised he's able to hold on to it, because I know I would not have been able to. 20-point lead for the Dogs. And the Eagles just can't buy a basket right now. 6-24 from the floor. Thomas at the line, shooting 2. His first is on the way and good. So Thomas puts that one down. Thomas, 2 of 4 from the free throw line so far. He is the leading scorer for the Eagles with 6. He'll get the ball for attempt number 2. 5:08 left to play here in the first half. Dogs leading. Second is up and good. So Thomas goes 2 of 2 from the foul line. And here come the Bulldogs back the other way. Kane running the point currently. Kane, bounce pass, left side to Ankney. Ankney, pump fake once. Goes into the hands of Grueller. Fires. Grueller's three-point attempt, no good. Defensive rebound by the Eagles. And they'll quickly get it into the offensive side. Wraparound pass into the high post. Thomas, right side, Potter. Potter feeds it down on the interior. Good baseline take. Nice pass to Thomas. Thomas gets drilled. Brought the defender in Berkeley off his feet. And Thomas going to go back to the foul line. So Thomas will shoot 2 more. He is 3 of 5 from the free throw line today. The Eagles are 5 of 7 from the stripe. And Thomas gets the ball here for the 1-and-1. Front half of the bonus, no good. Western grabs a rebound. So Western the other way. Kane, he'll bounce it right side. Berkeley. Berkeley, top of the horn. 3-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound out deep. Player went down injured here for the Eagles. Jump shot from the foul line won't go. Rebound goes out of bounds. And rolling the left ankle hard was Zapata. He tried to get up and get down and help his team. He's wearing a brace on that ankle, and if I remember correctly, I think he went down with that ankle last night. Trainer will come out, take a look at him. So Zapata. Trainer and coach now going to come over and take a look. 4:14 left to play here in this first half. Dogs all over the Eagles early, 36-18. As they continue to try and get progress on the ankle here of Manuel Zapata, sophomore out of Spain. Right now, leading scorer for Northwest is Thomas. He has 7 points. He's 2 of 4 from the floor, 3 of 6 from downtown. Trent Williams has 5 points. Zapata with 4 points as of right now. On the other side for Western, 2 guys with 8. Kane has 8. Gruler has 8. Jalen Stepney with 7. And Adeo has 6 points. Zapata gets up under his own power. And walking slowly over toward the bench. 4:14 left to play here in this first half. Northwest still shooting 25% from the floor. Western at 46%. They'll enter up top to Ankney. Ankney with the left hand, drives, kicks it down in the corner. Spinning. Gruler, left elbow. Gruler backing it up into the double team. Ball comes out, loose. And we're going to get players rolling over the top of one another here. And we're going to get a jump ball call. And possession arrow will stay with the Bulldogs. 3:59 remaining here in the first half. Western up 36-18. As they get situated here, Jalen Stepney. Looks like they're going to get a towel and get the floor wiped up a little bit here. Good hustle by the official. Good on him. Good work. Us bald guys have to stick together. Stepney, 3-point shot. Good. Jalen Stepney strokes it. And Western extends their lead. Stepney with 10 points here in the ball game, the first double digits. Eagles will shake and bake right side. Whalen. Whalen into the high post. He'll put up a floater in the paint. No good. Stepney with a rebound. Rebound number 2 for Stepney today. Kane backs up. Kane around a screen, drives up top, kicks it down in the bottom left corner. And that one going to go out of bounds, and it will be Western basketball. 3:27 left to go here in this first half. Western will bring it in. Left elbow now down to the bottom right, or in the corner, I should say. Back out to Stepney. Looking to get it on the interior. Kane with it on the right wing. Kane, front of the iron, no good. Collision, here come the Eagles. 2-on-2 the other way. He'll drop pass. Whalen, 3-point shot is up and in. Dropping down the 3 is Caleb Whalen. And the Dogs' lead is 18. Driving the other way, Stepney. Pump fake shot goes up and out, no good. Eagles, Stepney, great. Boy, just a tremendous burst of speed to get that steal. So Stepney with the steal. And the Bulldogs will keep it in their offensive zone. Pass here on the near side. Grueller into the high post, Kane. Kane moves it right wing. 3-point shot short. Nice rebound inside by Potter. Boy, that was something last night that you noticed real quickly is Potter has absolute springs. Whalen, left side of the paint, draw a quick double team. His inlet pass taken away. Stepney with it. 3-on-3. Stepney has two guys in the paint. A pass to Kane. Kane out to the edge. Grueller fouled. I don't think it's a bad foul, honestly. Got a piece of him. Wasn't going to give him the easy basket, so Thomas will pick up the foul. 2:08 left to play here in this first half. The Dogs up 39-21. And we have looks like a timeout here. A short timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here. 2:08 left to play here in this first half. The Dogs up 39-21. Western shooting 44%. Northwest up to 27%. Western is 4-13 from downtown. That's good for 31%. Northwest 2 of 8 from the three-point line, shooting 25%. What do we have? Turnovers here. Western with 3 turnovers. Northwest with 5. I would have honestly thought Northwest had a few more turnovers than 5, to be honest. Rebounding differential is large. Western has 23 total rebounds, Northwest with 12. And we're still in the first half here. The inbound pass to Ankney. Ankney on the wing. Hands it off to Stepney. Stepney. Grueller. Now Kane. Kane. Outside the arc. Goes into the high post to Grueller. Grueller. He's going to fire. They gave him daylight, and you just can't. Watching him play yesterday and today has taught me enough that, you can't give him daylight. He's going to knock it down. Potter answers. Potter knocks down the 3. And the Eagles need some more of that. Just not a whole lot of vitality in the Eagles in the offensive side right now. See if they can get that changed around. Great bounce pass down in the block. Nice finish. As Ankney from Kane. Kane playing well for Western here in this first half. Potter moves it left. 4 guys outside the arc. 1 down in the block. A 3-point shot is up and in. Big time shot by Hagen. And the way he shot that, it almost looked like he was trying to pass it down to the block. Good on him. He should pass the ball more. Stepney answers. Under a minute left to play here in the first. Dogs up 46-27. Potter around a screen, gets a little daylight, shot no good. Stepney goes big for the rebound. Stepney back the other way across the timeline. Stepney just outside the arc, passes right to Kane. Kane goes out, now down in the deep corner. 3-point shot is on the way. Back of the iron, no good. Defensive rebound, Kane. Kane running the lane. Great pass, nice finish by Grueller. 20 seconds remaining here in the first half. Grueller with 10 points. Stepney with 13. And the Bulldogs up 48-27. Pass across the bottom of the baseline. Shot is up and in. That's a nice pass and a great finish down there by Hansen. And they'll launch that one from 90 and almost got there. The Dogs up over the Eagles, 48-29, as we have action here from the Great Western Hyper. Thanks for joining us on Digger Vision. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll talk about the numbers and give you more. Stay close.
Hi, I'm Dr. Christopher Stanger, and my specialty is adult hip and knee reconstructive surgery. I chose this specialty because it helps patients achieve their maximum functioning potential here in Butte, Montana. I like to ask the patient how their problem is impacting them, what their desires are, so that they can return back to their levels of activity. I can help patients achieve their maximum functioning potentials and, in turn, help them with their pain.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most: community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
We are at the half here in the mining city as the Dogs out of Montana Western leading the Eagles out of Northwest 48-29, and it all came down to shooting. Western shot 48% in that first half. They were 18-38 from the field, 5 of 16 from downtown, shooting 31% from the three-point line and 7 of 9 from the free throw line. On the other side for Northwestern, they actually their shooting percentage climbed as that first half came to a close. They got up to 33%. They hovered in the low 20% there for about a 10-minute stretch, honestly. They're shooting 36% from the three-point line. They're 4 of 11 and 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Western with 3 turnovers. The Eagles with 5. The real big discrepancy is rebounds. Western has 25 total rebounds, 8 of those offensive, 17 defensive. Northwestern right now with 12 total rebounds. They have 4 offensive and 8 defensive rebounds so far through the first 20 minutes. And that is, I mean, that one right there is absolutely huge. Individually, Western right now led by Jalen Stepney. 13 points for Stepney. He's 3 of 6 from the floor, 3 of 4 from the three-point line. Kyle Grueller has a dozen right now. He's 5 of 7 from the floor, has 6 rebounds as well. I brought it up earlier. Grueller played awesome yesterday. He's really jumped out in this first half well. He's a talented young man here for the Bulldogs. Alan Kane with 8 points, and those came real early in this match. He is 4 of 10 from the floor, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists already for Alan Kane. Really stacking up some numbers in that first half. Adeo has 6 points. Ankney also with 6. Clarence Martin with 2. And Coulter Merritt has 1 point in the first half for the Bulldogs of Montana Western. On the other side for Northwest, they are led by Thomas. He has 7 points right now. He's 2 of 4 from the floor, 3 of 6 from the free throw line. A pair of rebounds as well for Thomas. Trent Williams has 5 points. Looks like Micah Hagan with 5. Zapater has 4. Remember, he went down with the ankle injury. He was wearing a brace on that ankle, and we'll see if we see him again in the second half. Honestly, by how little weight he was putting on it, I can't imagine we'll see him again, but we'll see. Caleb Whalen had 3 points in the first half. Rasheed Potter also 3 points, and Jared Hansen had a basket for 2 points for Northwest as they trailed Montana Western 48-29. We're at the half, 9 minutes. We're 9 minutes away from our second half getting underway, and this is game 1 of our doubleheader here tonight as the Montana Tech men will take on Jamestown tonight at 7 p.m. Should be a really fun matchup, in my opinion, as the teams match up pretty darn well. It feels to me like both very disciplined, both get in the offense, and they want to control tempo. And I'm really looking forward to that ball game as Montana Tech taking on Jamestown. You'll be able to see that as well right here on Digger Vision. We're at the half. The Dogs up over the Eagles. Your second half is coming up. Getting ready for the second half here in the Mining City. 48-29 our score as the Dogs up over the Eagles. Shooting percentage was the huge factor there as the Bulldogs, honestly, just shy of 50% shooting for the entirety of the first half. Northwest was down in the low 20s for the bulk of the first half and climbed up around 30% as we came to a close. So Northwest will get things rolling here. Potter on the far right wing. Potter moves it up top, hands it off here on the near side to Whalen, to Thomas. Northwest really has had a tough time getting any kind of game down to the block going. That one's knocked away quickly. Shot clock down to 6. They've also gone down deep in the shot clock, it feels like, every possession. Long range three at the buzzer, no. Thomas with the offensive glass, back up with the left hand, and he gets it. Thomas underneath, offensive rebound on the putback, 9 points, 3 rebounds for him. And that rebounding number for that young man, in my opinion, has to be a lot higher. Backdoor bounce pass taken away. He was looking, Adeo was looking for Stepney, and it hit Potter's feet, and Potter the other way. Down on the block it goes. Looking for help, he goes into the high post to Thomas. Thomas moves it out on the right wing, around a screen. Give and go, good pass in the corner. Potter's gonna fire, no good. Defensive rebound, Stepney comes out with it. Dogs leading by 17. Boy, both officials, or excuse me, rather both coaches and players are all working the officials about what they see as a lack of whistles. And the officials rolling along. It really felt like yesterday's games were, honestly, they let them play. And that seems to be the case here today as well. Dogs lead by 19. Again, we have another one coming up after this as Montana Tech will take on Jamestown. Western. Kyle Grueller will bring it into the hands of Alan Kane. Kane down the floor. Kane across midcourts on the right wing. Dribbling to his lefts. Kane. Little stutter step. Drives into the paint. Wanted the backdoor bounce pass. Gets his own loose ball picked up. Now Western will reverse. Shot clock down to 7. Kane drives into the high post. Spins into the double team. Shot is up. Shot is in. Boy, Kane really doing a nice job here today. 10 points for him. He's 5 of 10 from the floor. 4 rebounds, 5 assists for Kane. Ball goes out, and that's Western ball. So another turnover here for the Eagles. That is, where are we at here? Turnover number 7 on the evening. Just underway here in the second half. The Dogs up 52-31. Western enters into the high post, Adeo. Looking for Grueller, that one's overthrown, and that will go back to the Eagles. 2.5 gone here in this second half. And 1-2-2 full court pressure coming again by the Eagles. Or excuse me, rather by the Bulldogs on the Eagles. Thomas, cross court. Whalen in the corner. 3-point shot, no. Defensive rebound, hauled back up top to Whalen. Whalen going to drive the lane, puts it up with the left hand, rolls it in. So Whalen gets the basket. He has 5 points here today. And the lead still 19 for Western. Eagles need to get something going here, get some offense rolling. Pass underneath, Adeo. Adeo scoops with the right hand and gets it. Long pass down the edge. Again, Western has brought that 1-2-2 full court pressure several times here today, and really the Eagles haven't had any problem with it. They are having problems with the defense created by Western in the paint and inside the arc. They just have been unable to kind of loosen up any kind of lanes. Scoop shot, no good. Thomas tips it to the edge. Western back in play. Thomas gets it. Outlet. Whalen. He'll lob it underneath to Potter, and Potter will slam it home. Nice feed by Whalen. And we're going to get a timeout as Western will call a short timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here. The Dogs up over the Eagles 54-35. Thanks for joining us here on a Saturday on Digger Vision. Montana Tech's football team got a win over Northern earlier today. Western took down Carroll College in a game down to Dillon. And been a busy, busy weekend across southwest Montana. 4 minutes gone here in this second half. Jalen Stepney has 15 points. Grueller with a dozen. Alan Kane with 10 for Western. On the other side, Tassin Thomas is the leading scorer with 9. He's 3 of 5 from the floor. Coming up after this, we have the Montana Tech men. They'll be taking on Jamestown University. And that one's scheduled for a 7 p.m. start. Busy week next week as well as the Montana Tech ladies at home on Thursday night of next week. The men will be at home hosting another tournament on Friday and Saturday. And next time through, the Frontier team we'll see instead of Western will be Carroll College. Carroll will be here next weekend, which seems rather appropriate since the Carroll football team is here on Saturday. So we're going to have a few people in this joint next weekend. It's going to be crazy. If you haven't got your tickets yet, you might want to log on to godiggers.com and do so. Down the floor, Kane. Kane across midcourts. Bounce pass, left elbow to Ankney. Ankney to Stepney. Stepney, 3-ball, gets it. So smooth. Stepney has 15. Dogs stretch their lead out to 22. Whalen sends Potter to the left side of the key. Bounce pass, entry into the high post to Grueller. Grueller. Or excuse me, rather underneath Thomas had it there, as Thomas got the pass from Wilson. And Wilson's going to go back to, rather Thomas is going to go back to the line, excuse me. He's 3 of 6 from the free throw line so far tonight. And Thomas will shoot 2 here. Dogs up 57-35. Thomas gets the ball for his first attempts. High arc, no good. Thomas, 9 points, chance to be the first player into double digits for the Eagles. Thomas takes a couple dribbles. And shot is on its way, no good. Defensive rebound by Western. Coming out with it is going to be Grueller. Grueller to Kane, and Kane slowly down the floor. Western's offense found a lot more balance here tonight than they did last night against Jamestown. It felt like Jamestown's defense really kind of kept them on their heels a little bit. Jamestown, kind of a meticulous team. I feel like they rushed a whole lot. Western leading by 22. Stepney looking to add to that. His shot no good. Potter hauls down the rebound, back the other way. Potter down the floor to Williams. Williams left wing. Bounce pass inside to Thomas. Thomas backing it up. Throws in reverse. Pump fake once. Goes up with the right hand. Shot no good. And that one will go the other way for Western. Thomas gets up limping a little bit as Western the other way. 3-point shot up and good. Knocking it down is Clarence Martin. Martin, a junior out of California. And Stepney's going to be called. Actually, he's going to get a technical. So Jalen Stepney will get a technical. .48 left to play here in this ball game, and Whalen shooting the technicals. Whalen's first is off the front of the rim, no good. Whalen's second is on the way and good. So he gets 1 of 2. We'll get the whistle, and the Eagles will inbound. So Stepney comes out with a technical foul. He and coach are chatting. Coach Pat Jensen, second year down to Western. Of course, former player as well. Backdoor cut, taken away. Good defense that time by Bethel. Bethel run to the floor, steps through, goes up, and gets it. Nice take by Bethel. Senior out of Los Angeles. And go into the high post. Good cut. Boy, that was a wonderful bounce pass, and just unable to hold on to it that time was Dominic Wilson. Western all over Northwest right now, up 26 points. Pass goes wide left to Martin. Martin wants the baseline, trying to get separation. And it's going to be a shove call, a block call rather, on Potter. 14:02 left to play here in the ball game. The Dogs up 62-36. And they will inbound in their offensive zone. 6 minutes gone here in this second half. Lob pass, far left wing to Berkeley. Berkeley down in the corner. Bethel, baseline take. Nice feed, good finish. Got it inside to Billy Carlson. Carlson, the redshirt freshman out of Billings, put it down. And back the other way. Here come the Eagles. Trying to get something going on the offensive side here. Warbach lost the handle. Western with a turnover. So back the other way we go. Big slide. We're going to get a whistle on an offensive. Wondering where that was going to go for a moment. Billy Carlson is going to be picking up the shove. Carlson out of Billings, Montana. This Western team with 5 Montana guys, it looks like, on the roster. You have Mergel out of Helena High School. Billy Carlson out of Billings. River Hurley from down the road a piece to Anaconda. And Jackson Berkeley, a 6'5" redshirt junior out of Billings Senior. Looks like we have a timeout on the floor, so with it, we'll take one. The Dogs up 64-36. We're back here to the Hyper in just a few.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte, Montana with specialty training in foot and ankle. I chose orthopedic surgery because I get to actively help my patients enjoy their lives. The human body in general is just really amazing. The way everything works as a unit, the way the bones, tendons, muscles all work to function and just make people move is something that I've always found incredibly fascinating. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing a patient get better because of the work we did together.
Back here to Butte, Montana after the timeouts as the Eagles will inbound here. 1-2-2 full court pressure applied by Montana Western. Good ball movement again by the Eagles. They'll move it here on the near side. Three-point shot is on the way. Front of the rim, no good. Defensive rebound hauled down by Bethel. And Bethel feeds it down. Pass to the wing, now up top. Good ball movement back to Bethel. Western will pop the three, no good. Down the floor we go, Warbach. Warbach to Whalen. Whalen back to Warbach. They'll lob it down to the block as that one goes into the hands of Hagen. Hagen with a right hand. Won't go. And here comes Montana Western the other way. 12:40 left to play here in this ball game. Western up 64-36. They took their first loss on the young season last night to Jamestown. They enter the contest 2-1. Northwest 0-1 on the young season. Shot blocked. Back the other way comes Warbach. Wobrock. Whalen, ball fake into the paint, kicks it out on the edge. Three-point shot is on the way. Back of the iron, no good. Boy, just putting them up from downtown right now and just can't find the range. They're 4 of 16 from the arc. Western Pass in the corner. Spinning, trying to find somewhere to go. Comes over here on the near side. And Western trying to find an opening. With the ball is Carlson. Carlson feeds it down in the block to Ankney. Ankney puts up the sky hook and gets it. Smooth move that time by Ankney. The Dogs by 30. 66-36 our score. Western up over Northwest. 3-point shot wide right. And Western with the rebound. Eagles just continue to fire from downtown. And unfortunately not getting anything through the bottom of the net. 4 wide for Western. Now they'll throw it down in the block. Pump fake once. Ankney just a little bit short that time for Jacob. Down the floor, right wing. In the corner it goes. Trent Williams, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul. 11:04 left to play here in the ball game. The Dogs up by 30, 66-36. They held on to about a 19-point advantage, it felt like, for the bulk of the first half once they kind of went on a run. And the Eagles have been unable to gain ground. Free throw attempts is out, no good. Trent Williams. The Eagles as a team shooting 50% from the stripe. They're actually less than that now. They're 6 of 13 from the free throw line, shooting 46%. And Trent Williams will shoot one more. So he'll get that one down. Dogs leading 66-37. And Western down the floor. Alan Kane in the backcourts. Been impressed with Kane so far today. Had a great game yesterday, but really feels in real significant control today. Good take by Clarence Martin. He'll drop it down. Quickly, down the other way. Pull-up jumper, knocked it down. Good-looking shot that time by Mugosa. Dogs up 68-39. And Western, here comes Alan Kane. They'll set up screen up top. Kane will head around it. And that one's taken away. With the steal is going to be Fick. Fick the other way. Pass stolen. Good job by Kane getting hands on it. Kane going to go coast to coast. Kane with the left hand, too much on it. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul, as that one is going to go against, let's see here. So Kane will go to the line. The personal foul to Fick. That's his first. And Kane shooting 2. Kane again having a good night here tonight. He has 10 points for Western. Kane 5 of 12 from the floor. 4 rebounds, 5 assists. He'll shoot one more from the stripe. Kane prepares for number 2. Shots on its way and good. So Kane goes 1 of 2. Eagles the other way. Western still kind of stayed in that 1-2-2 just a wee bit. Eagles top of the horn. Near side it comes to Wolbrock. Steps through, give and go. Wolbrock to the baseline, puts it up at the left hand, looking for the lean as well. He got the foul, but just didn't get the basket. .9:53 left to play here in this ball game. Wolbrock at the foul line. The Southpaw's first is up and good. Wolbrock will get the ball for attempt number 2. Free throw attempt is no good. Western with the rebound. Here come the Bulldogs the other way. Across the timeline is Grueller. Grueller picks up his dribble near side to Kane. Kane enters into the high post. Now they'll drop it underneath. Adeo will go up with the right hand and roll it in. Dogs up 71-40. 9:30 left to play here in this second half. Good pass, but better interception. Stealing that one away is Kyle Grueller. Grueller, he's going to stop and fire. They gave him daylight, and you just can't. Grueller knocks that one down. Grueller has 15 here today. He's 3 of 5 from downtown. Eagles trailing by 34 as they come into the offensive zone. Baseline, nice pass on the inside. Sky hook gets up and in for Quieres. Kane. Cross midcourts. Again, we have another game coming your way tonight. 7 o'clock start time. Montana Tech will be hosting Jamestown. Good dive for that ball. Great hustle, and we're going to get a jump ball call. Good effort by both teams on that far side of the floor. Dogs leading 74-42. And Western will bring it into Kane. Kane out near midcourt. Kane toward the top. He'll drive into the paint. Floater is up and in. Nice shot by Kane. He has 13 points. And the Eagles the other way. Baseline, nice pass to Thomas. Thomas clears it to the wing. 3-point shot, up and in. As Woolbrock will knock it down. Western outscoring Northwest 28-16 here in the second half. Kane, 8 minutes left to play. Adeo, nice pass underneath. And we're going to get, that is going to be... He was hanging on it with the right hand, went back up with the left hand. And that will go to the Eagles. 7:53 left to play here in this ball game. Dogs up over the Eagles. The Bakes are in the house, so the party can start. Tried to lace that one through the defenders. It's taken away by Western. Turnover number 13 for Northwest. Backdoor pass taken away, Wobach. Down the floor, far right side, comes back up top. Eagles, 3 wide, high-low post. They really haven't worked the entry from the high post here today. You know, they've kind of gone into that high-low post look, but really haven't tried the lob pass under. Thomas, offensive glass, back up. And an offensive call as Adeo is going to draw the charge. Thomas will pick up the personal, and I have him for 3. .717 left to play here in this ball game. Dogs up 76-45. And Western will look to inbound here, and actually they're going to clean the floor up a little bit. I think I'm going to get that to be one of your guys' jobs. I'm going to run down and clean up the floor. Yeah, Barrett, go clean the floor. .717 left to play here in this contest. And Western down the floor. Kane stops right at the top of the horn, gets it back, looking left. To the baseline, reverse shot is up and in. Putting that one down is Coulter Merritt. .645 left to play. Dogs with the lead, Eagles with the ball. They've got a mismatch with Thomas down on the inside. If they get him the rock, they get it to him. Pump fake once. Thomas fires, goes up, and gets it. And he's going to get the foul. So Thomas gets the basket and the foul. There was a mismatch there as Cale Mergel, the redshirt freshman out of Helena High School, was there defensively. And we have a timeout. The Dogs up 78-47 as we're here on Digger Vision on a Saturday night. We'll take a break. We're back here right after this. With the horn, we are back here once again at the campus of Montana Tech. The Dogs up 78-47. And Thomas will go to the line here for the Eagles. So Thomas will step up and go here. Free throw off the glass and in. So Thomas, 4 of 9 from the foul line. He has 12 points on the day here for the Eagles. Dogs lead by 30. 6:23 left to play in this ball game. Left wing. Bulldogs feed it on the inside to Mergel. Double team coming. Nice bounce pass underneath. Kicks it all the way up top. Ball movement to the wing. 3-point shot's going to go long. And that goes out of bounds off of Thomas, and that will be Western basketball. Western looking to bring it in. Charlesworth, the redshirt freshman out of East Helena, will inbound. Baseline take, wrap around is up and in for Coulter Merritt. So Merritt will get the basket. And Eagles back the other way. Thomas, again, mismatch, fights his way to the rack, draws the foul. Team foul number 7 on Western. Thomas will go back to the stripe here. 5:51 remaining here in the ball game. Remember, Montana Tech's men will take on Jamestown coming up after this. Both winners in their contests last night. Jamestown beat Western. Montana Tech beat Northwest. And Thomas at the line. Thomas. Shot is on the way, and that one hits the front of the iron and falls through. Western by 30. Down the floor, Bulldogs into the offensive zone. They enter, top of the horn. Backing out is Mergel. Floater is on the way and out, no good. And the Eagles into the offensive zone. 5:27 left to play here in the ball game. They'll lob it down to the block to Thomas. He'll draw the double team. Kicked into the corner. 3 ball up. No good. Defensive rebound. And Western the other way. Northwest is 5 of 19 from the 3-point line. I want to say they made about, it feels like 5 or 6 straight trips down the floor, shooting threes and not making any of them, and the lead just kind of got away from them. Northwest trailing 83-50. Driving the lane, pulling up, shot rattles out. Offensive rebound, and the putback, though, is knocking it back in is Coares. Dogs leading by 31. Western into the offensive side. They'll back it out. Three-point shot is on the way, long. And the Eagles grab the rebound. Eagles across the timeline as Woolbrock with it. To Fick. Fick up top. Coares. Good ball fake, driving the lane into the bottom right corner. Three-point shot up and good. Woolbrock gets it down. As Woolbrock knocks down the three. He's 2 of 3 from downtown here today. Dogs with the lead and the ball. 3:50 left to play here in this contest. Western 4 wide. Three-point shot on the way. Back of the iron. Long rebound. Western controls. Good hustle on the defensive side. Western gets a fresh shot clock. And they'll adjust offensively. Good movement here on Western on the near side. Charlesworth, follow-away jumper is up and out. Thomas with a rebound. In the right corner again. Three-point shot is good. So maybe that was it. They just needed to shoot from the bottom right corner. Back-to-back threes here for the Eagles. 3:10 left to play. Dogs up 83-58. Western moving lefts. Charlesworth out there holding onto the rock. Little switch dribble. Lost it for a moment. Goes in the corner. Three-point shot is up and out. Rebound tipped. Eagle basketball. 2:45 left to play. Eagles coast to coast. Scoop shot off the glass and in for Mugosa. Mugosa rolls that one in. 2:33 left to play in this ball game. The Dogs up by 23. Western. Pass goes out left side. Carlson. Carlson in the corner to Denning. Carlson through the lane, kicks it down on the edge. Shot clock at 5. Follow-away jumper is up and out, no good. Eagles the other way. Eagles down the floor, wrap-around pass, and putting that one up and in was Coares. Nice feed by Fick. 1:56 left to play here in this ball game. Dogs up 83-62. Jump shot is up off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound controlled. And here come the Eagles in transition. Shot goes wide left. Western rebound. 100 seconds left to play. As Western will bring it into the offensive zone. Controlling the dribble is Carlson. Carlson gets it back. Carlson through the lane. Great pass. That one is swatted away. As Berkeley will get the block. And back the other way. Three-point shot is up and in. Knocking down the three that time was Mugosa. 1:07 left to play here in the ball game. The Dogs up over the Eagles, 83-65. Western with the ball and the lead. So Western looking to go to 3-1 on this young season. The Eagles will go to 0-2. Shot clock down to 6. Pump fake, spins, left hand, shot blocked, whistle, and a foul. 44 seconds left to play here in this one. And Western will go to the stripe here. Coulter Merritt. Merritt, a junior out of Star Valley, Wyoming. His first off the back of the rim, no good. The Dogs from the free throw line are 8 of 11. Now make that 8 of 12. And Merritt shooting one more here. 44 seconds left to play. Merritt's second is on the way and good. So Merritt gets 1 of 2. Back the other way. Into the offensive side, Eagles. 36 on the game clock. Shot clock at now 20. Around a screen, good feed, bounce pass, shot is up and out, no good. Defensive rebound, Western. Shot clock is off, so Western will stroll into the offensive zone and should put this one to bed. They lead 84-65, and they'll hold on to it. Western will go to 3-1 on the season, and the Eagles will fall to 0-2. Losing last night to Montana Tech and then losing here this evening to Montana Western. 84-65 is our final. The Dogs up over the Eagles, game one of our doubleheader here on a Saturday night. As Montana Tech getting ready to take on Jamestown. That's coming your way in just a minute. Western shot 49% from the floor, 33% from downtown. Individually for Western, Jalen Stepney had 18 points. Grueller with 15. Alan Kane with 13. Looks like Adeo had, 10 points here for Adeo. Ankney with 8, Martin with 7, Merritt with 6, and Mergel with 3 points on the night for Western. On the other side for Northwest, Thomas was the leader with 14 points, 4 of 7 from the floor. He finished with 6 rebounds as well. Philip Mergosa will finish with 10 points, Wolbrock with 7, Whalen with 6, Trent Williams with 6 points, as does Manuel Coares with 6 points. Rasheed Potter gets 5, and Micah Halen with 5 points for the Eagles out of Northwest. So the Bulldogs get the win here, and they go to 3-1 on the season. Northwest goes to 0-2 on the season. Montana Tech getting ready to take on Jamestown. That's coming your way at 7 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back here on Digger Vision with that one in just a bit.